Based on the true real-life friendship between Fred Rogers and journalist Tom June. Hey guys, and welcome to my new movie review for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is rated PG. The duration is 1 hour and 49 minutes. It's a biography, drama, and is based on a true story. And it's directed by Marielle Heller and stars Tom Hanks as Fred Rogers, Matthew Rhys as Lloyd Vogel, Chris Cooper as Jerry Vogel, and last but definitely not least, Susan Kelechi Watson as Andrea Vogel. First of all, guys, I need to say this for real. I have no idea how they did this scene, and I would truly love to know how they did this scene. And for those of you who have seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. And those of you who haven't seen the movie, when you see it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The Oprah Winfrey scene. I was blown away by how they did that. I could not believe that what I was watching, because it was Oprah years ago, but it was Tom Hanks now as Fred Rogers. It was incredible. I was so impressed by that. I was so impressed by that scene. Okay, first of all, I need to say this. This movie actually isn't about Fred Rogers. It's actually about the reporter, funnily enough. Now, if you don't know about this, there's actually, and in my personal opinion, I would recommend you do this. I would recommend you go to Netflix first and watch the Netflix series, the Netflix documentary about Fred Rogers first. And then go to the movies, because I got advance tickets to see this. I know it's been out in America. It came out last year, which I'm so annoyed about. Anyway, it's another story. Go and watch the documentary and then come back and watch A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. This is what I genuinely, wholeheartedly, please go and watch this documentary. This movie, I apologize. Please go and watch this movie. I cannot tell you enough right now how much I encourage you so much. There has been so few films in my life that I have watched, and then after watching them, felt so compelled to straight away go back in and rewatch it. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood was literally that for me. And I do not say that lightly at all. One of the films that I wanted to so badly rewatch when it was in cinema, and I so badly wish that I could have gone back in, was The Shawshank Redemption, which is, in my opinion, the greatest movie of all time. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is literally, man, it's so close to being on par with that. As in rewatchability. It is so captivating. Every single time that you see Tom Hanks on scene speak, you're mesmerized. Now, I have to say this. I need to tell you this. Before I went into this film, I didn't know anything. I didn't grow up with Fred Rogers. I actually literally found out about Fred Rogers last year. I didn't grow up with him on TV at all. I never knew about who Fred Rogers was until I found out about the Netflix documentary about him last year. And now I know about him. I wish I grew up with him, because wow. I was going into this movie, I was genuinely, authentically very nervous, really nervous about Tom Hanks not portraying Fred Rogers the way that I saw him in the documentary. I was genuinely I really was like, man, he just has to bring it. He's got to bring his A game. I am so happily, so gratefully, ridiculously happy to tell you right now, I cannot believe how precise Tom Hanks nailed Fred Rogers as the character. I could not, but the voice, the mannerisms, everything to specific detail. It was absolutely, I couldn't believe what I was watching. I honestly couldn't believe what I was watching. Like, Tom Hanks is amazing, but in this, I kid you not, even if you watch the trailer and you think, nah, that doesn't look like my cup of tea, I promise you right now, I'm telling you, this movie is a masterpiece. It is so perfectly executed. It grabs you so tightly. It pulls at those heartstrings. It deals with issues that are so emotional. It is incredible. It is so beautiful. This movie is literally one of those movies that I cannot wait to take my wife to see this. And I honestly mean that. I cannot wait to take my wife to see this movie. I genuinely, guys, it honestly is. It really is that just impactful, honestly. There's a scene that happens in this movie with the lady who portrays Fred Rogers' wife. And it's so funny. The journalist has just come out, he passed out, and he come out from being unconscious, and he's standing in front of Fred Rogers and his wife, and they're playing at a piano. And Fred Rogers sees him come to, and he goes and says, you know, would you like something to eat? I'm going to make you something to eat. You look famished. He goes, walks away, and Fred, so funny, who I saw the movie with, we both turned at each other at the same time and did the facial expression because it was so funny. It was so funny. She looks at the journalist and he looks back and she just does this eye thing. Like just this little cute little eyebrow raise. And it was so funny. It was so funny that we looked at each other at the same time and we were just, oh my gosh, it was so funny. Every actor in this movie brings their A game 1000%. Every actor. And I tell you, when the movie opens up, this is not, I need to tell you this because I need to really express this. I really do, guys. This is not a fast-paced movie. It's not. It is not a fast-paced movie. This movie is really steadily paced. It's really steadily paced. In saying that, the storyline behind what the movie really is essentially about is so captivating. It grips you in, it pulls you in, and it just unfolds so delicately. And I mean so delicately because, as I said, guys, it's not about Fred Rogers. It's about the reporter interviewing Fred Rogers, but his journey through this relationship. Oh my gosh. Guys, do yourselves a favor. Treat yourselves. Take your loved one. Take your parents. Take your kids. I'm not joking you when I say that. Take your family. Take your entire family, your grandparents, your uncles, your aunties, your kids, their kids, the kids' kids. Truly, guys, this movie is for the entire family. And I mean that. I mean that wholeheartedly. This is an incredible film. For those of anyone who has been following me for any period of time, my beautiful, wonderful subscribers and my viewers out there, you guys know that I love giving you guys trivia. So that is a little bit of icing on my reviews for anyone who's been following me for trivia. So it's trivia time, guys. Ready? Days before the film premiered, Ancestry confirmed Tom Hanks and Fred Rogers are actually sixth cousins. Next piece of trivia, guys. That's crazy. Fred Rogers' widow, Jet Ann Rogers, has stated that Tom Hanks was the perfect actor to play her late husband. Next piece of trivia, guys. The puppets used in the film are not the originals, but instead meticulous recreations by the puppet makers for Sesame Street 1969. The director confirmed this during the 2019 London Film Festival. Next and final piece of trivia, and I'll leave you with this one, guys. This is the 8th film where Tom Hanks has actually portrayed a real-life person. How amazing is that, guys? You guys are amazing. For anyone who hasn't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way, as soon as I drop anything, it'll be yours straight away if you click that bell for notifications if you're watching this on a mobile device. And I would really appreciate a thumbs up for my movie review. That way, I know you're appreciating my content, guys. I really genuinely value that so much. Thank you authentically. I appreciate it so much. Until my next movie review, guys, don't forget who's bringing this movie review to you guys for a beautiful day in the neighborhood. This is Superman Steve, guys, flying out.